Torp here. Alright. I had to do this one. Because I am who I am. I ain't changing that for nobody. Nothing or no situation whatsoever. Mr. Flex got a live going on. And I peek in on his lives. I do. I do that on purpose. I'll tell you why I do that. Because I want to see how much shit's going to roll out of his mouth. He had an extra large turd come out of there tonight. I got to focus on that for just 1 second since I'm on YouTube. And we are talking about drama. Fucking define drama any way that you want to. But at the end of the day, drama is just that. When you bring up somebody else's name and you get to the point where you can't even speak their name because you're so mad and butthurt and they got under your skin, that's the only thing you got left is to make them sound bad because you ain't got no recourse other than that. Because you lost every argument that there has been, Mr. Flex, all of them, all the way. Here's how I know this. I'll give you one example. In your live tonight, everybody on your panel ignored you when you said Torp has an 8-year-old video, black people versus white people open carry. And yes, sir, I do have that video. I just made it my trailer. Do you know why? I'm very proud of that video. The difference between you and me, Mr. Flex, is that I don't judge a book by its cover. I dissect that book. I read the pages if it bothers me. I want to know what's going on inside the book, not the title. See, you read the title and you said, this is one of those guys. This is the way he rolls. You don't even listen, man. Dude, you have never, ever once repeated anything that I've said in any of my videos. You just don't like the fact that I said necro. Wrong. I said it necro. Because I can't pronounce C instead of K. And this whole thing has transpired because of that. Well, guess what, brother? I literally made that video my trailer. Black people versus white people open carry. And the video that I was responding to was the Hell Saints. And that link is in the description of that video, which is on my trailer, so it's easy for you guys to find. And by the way, I have over 180 comments on that video from both white and black people that all said the same thing that Flex did until they watched it. They said, I didn't know where this is going and I didn't like it, but you made a good point, brother. Thank you for that. We needed that in America. Go read the comments for yourself. I do not have 180 accounts. I am not 180 deep in spam accounts. What I know is this, is that Mr. Flex is judging way too hard because he's butthurt. I got under his skin, and even his friends ain't acknowledging him when he brings me up now. Not even his friends are, because they know that he is seeing things wrong. And that's what I pointed out. Sometimes you get really, really put to task when you call somebody out for being wrong, and they know they're wrong. Mr. Flex is wrong. Now that video that is on my trailer on this here channel says it all. That was 8 years ago. 8. And I still say the same thing to this day. See, we got too many pussies on this planet right now. That's why there's a tampon shortage. And I think Mr. Flex bought all the tampons. Biggest pussy I've ever seen in my life. He's so fucking soft. I guess he never saw Archie Bunker's Place. I guess he never saw that show. This shit was never an issue before. People like Flex brought it to an issue. Because if he don't like what he hears up front, he ain't gonna listen to the rest of it. And sometimes you gotta listen to all of it. Even if you don't like it, you gotta listen to it. Then you make an assessment. Then you judge a man. But see, Mr. Flex judged me way too quick. He judged me on a letter, C to K. C to K. A mispronounced word. He's got the whole damn community up in uproar over that. So then he goes and says, oh, I ain't gonna watch the video, but I saw where Torp's got a playlist and there's open carry, black people versus white people. See, this is the kind of guy I don't like dealing with. And he almost said it. He almost said he's gonna block me. He hasn't though. I shared a link. Well, I didn't share a link, but I shared a comment on his live tonight to send some people over to see my trailer. The ones that might be considering following the sheep herder. You see, the sheep herder right now, I love it. He always says, I only had one beer. I don't get drunk. He gets high as hell. What the fuck's the difference, man? We've had this argument in America for a long time. You can get drunk as fuck and drive a car. That's legal. You know, you can get as drunk as you want, but you can't smoke a joint. That's illegal. See, Flex is all fucked up where that's concerned. He's so fucking anal about people that drink. He's like, man, you need to quit drinking. But he don't say shit to people that are fucking high as hell. It's the same fucking thing with what I've been saying. You gonna judge a man over a title? You gonna judge a man over a word? A misunderstanding of a word? Of a letter? And this is the man that you call God? People, this is your Savior. This is your Jesus Christ and your Savior on YouTube. Mr. Flex is actually poking at the idea that he can do no wrong. And he's going to use me as a pincushion, as a pinata, and see what breaks out if he uses that tongue to slap my underside? No. I'm sorry, I'm not putting up with it. I know exactly what Mr. Flex is about. I've seen his type before. I'm 15 years deep on the YouTube. I've seen Mr. Flex before. He's just got a different name now. He looks different now. Same guy though, same words, same attitude, same continuality about other people. If he don't like what you said, he gonna convince other people he don't like what you said. I've heard people argue with Flex 100 times. In the lives, in even the last few weeks. He gets more mad at them than he is at me. He wants his base to be loyal. Well, I got news for you guys. He fucked it up tonight. He said that Torp had a video on his playlist. Open carry. Black people versus white people. He said, that's the kind of people that I don't like. I read the title. I didn't watch the video. He fucked up there too. He should have watched the video. My community understood it because they're intelligent human beings. They're grown-ass adults. They know what's going on in the world. And we do need to be united. We don't need little pussies like Mr. Flex to come up on this bitch and start shit that don't need to be started. Over a letter, over a mispronounced word, over a discussion that meant nothing. That's the problem that we have now. And Mr. Flex is in fact the infection. I stand by that. Mr. Flex is the infection. He don't want to give me a shot because I keep calling him out. I can't blame him. When you get under somebody's skin, all they want you to do is shut up. I ain't going to shut up, Mr. Flex. As a matter of fact, I might dedicate the next month to you. January might be Mr. Flex month. Because I'm going to keep going until you get to the point where you can admit that you are not 100%. Always, every time. I told you. I'm not going to tell you again. If you can't hear me, that's on you. That's not on me. Watch that video that you talking about. Watch it to the end. It's only 7 minutes long. I even know that your ADD can handle that. When you get to the end of it, and have your constituents get to the end of it, then tell me what you think. Because you're going to feel like the stupid son of a bitch that you sound like for the last month. Telling me what I think and what I implied. You want to know what I think, what I've been implying? Watch Open Carry. Black people versus white people. I did that shit 8 years ago. You got 1 month, I got 8 fucking years. Take that shit to the bank, brother. Take that shit to the bank. I've stayed the course the whole way. I ain't changing course, brother. But you should have fuck did. You liked me when I agree with you. When I don't agree with you, oh man, you Medusa. The worms are coming out of your head. Watch that video. If you don't watch that video, go fuck yourself. Because at this point, I can go fuck myself if I keep listening to you. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what I think and what I said. Proof's in the pudding, brother. Get you some of that Jello. Get you some of that Bill Cosby. Alright? Get you some of that pudding, brother. And quit fucking with the people that don't agree with you. Torp out.